Nope. We've temporarily limited some of your account features. We've determined that this account violated the Twitter rules, specifically for one, violating our rules against posting private information. As a result, we've temporarily limited some of your account features. You can delete this tweet. So they're asking me to delete this tweet to get the account reinstated. What is this about? There's nothing in this tweet that violates private information. This is about Facebook Vice President Guy Rosen from a leaked tape from an insider whistleblower, where Rosen is saying that Facebook, quote, freezes comments in places that algorithms think that there may be hate speech. Project Veritas talked to Rosen outside his residence. We asked him for comment. He did not reply. There he is.
When you talk about freezing comments containing hate speech, what do you mean by that? The VP of Integrity at Facebook, showing how much integrity he has.
There's nothing in this tweet that violates private information. By the way, it's the paragon of television reporting to speak with residents outside their homes when it comes to matters of public importance. CNN also confronted an alleged Russian operative inside an apartment building. The Telegraph does this all the time. Many reporters speak with people outside on the street. It's just what reporters do. So we're actually not going to delete this tweet yet because I think it would be unconscionable for me to have a different standard than the mainstream press. We're going to actually appeal this decision. We think that Twitter has made a mistake. Reporters are currently reaching out to them for comment. Stay tuned. Made a mistake. Reporters are currently reaching out to them for comment.
So, update Project Veritas. Project Veritas, the clowns, who occasionally do good work, but usually it's just Oppo research for Republicans, funded by rich Republicans like the Koch brothers and Trump Incorporated. But based on what he's saying, if he's being honest, he does have a track record for lying. Now, unfortunately, our media is so garbage that a lot of times, for whatever reason, this guy that there's so much good, valid material to call out, but our media is so garbage that typically what I see when they call them out, they don't do their homework, which allows him to go after them and get the retraction. It's just, our media in this country is just a disaster. So you have this guy who's a clown, who has clown mainstream media trying to call him out, screwing it up, embarrassing themselves, and giving this clown more credibility. Good job, mainstream media. Why don't you do a video about how he lied about Planned Parenthood and said they said what they didn't say? Why don't you show that? I mean, there you could actually show the video and see what the Planned Parenthood lady said. Then you can see the other video where he says the opposite, and then you wouldn't have to retract anything. You'd have a valid thing like, wow, look, these guys really are disinformation agents. But instead, you guys, through your laziness, you know that's the kind of stuff they do. So you see something that you don't like or it might look fishy, and rather than actually investigate, you just kind of like, they're up to it again. Look, there's this information and da-da-da-da. And then allow him to just quickly and easily dismantle you. But anyway, his channel, his Twitter has been deleted. There's their website. There's their Twitter. Gone, baby, gone, gone, baby, gone. So if they really deleted his Twitter because of what he claims they did, that's kind of garbage. I know these clowns in conservative media have been ignoring the impeachment and ignoring the Capitol attacks, instead focusing on AOC, and one of their top stories is censorship. I don't know, but based on the facts I have so far, I'm going to say this suspension is bogus. Again, assuming that what he said is actually true. This is an excellent series, by the way. There you have it. Apparently venture capital is celebrating. Twitter official says it will have a global approach when tackling misleading information. Notice how Project Veritas is more interested in Twitter's potentially half-assed attempt to stop domestic terrorism and violence, which is instigated by misinformation. They're more concerned about that. Twitter's half-assed attempt to stop lies which lead to things like the Capitol attack. They're more concerned with that than the Capitol attack itself. Project Veritas is doing no exposés on the Capitol attack. They're not doing secret recordings of anybody who was there, any police that was there, any people who helped organize it. They're not going to help us find out more information. They would rather us rely on the feds, right? Feds are doing their thing. These guys are supposed to be independent, representing the people, but somehow they're only interested in going after liberals. Well, I guess that's what their donors pay them for. But the main problem I have is that people actually look at them as journalists as opposed to partisan propagandists, which is what they are.